Hey, Beth. Hey, Rashawn.
Hi.
Okay, well, it feels like it's working better so far.
Oh, hello, everybody.
Hi, Tanny. Hi, Gabe. Hi, Sam.
Hi.
Wait a minute, Sam. You don't like math games.
What's up? I like math. Ooh, math games. Math sounds fun.
Hi, Gavin.
Am I doing 25% really good?
This one.
How's it going?
There. Good.
Good.
Video on.
I'm pleased to see it seems like our connection is better than it was earlier today. Crossing our fingers that it works out.
Earlier today.
Well, I had a different lesson at 9:30 that was just third graders, and we had to abandon the lesson because it just was not working. Faith, is it Christmas at your house?
Wait, Faith.
Why is there a Christmas tree at your house, Faith?
Is that virtual background? Why? Is that virtual background? Yeah,
It's a virtual background.
Mm-hmm. It's a virtual background.
It looks real.
Yeah, I know.
Well, it's probably because you can make a virtual background from any pictures that you have already.
Yes, you can.
Yeah, you can do anything that you already have.
Morning, Nora. How are you?
Good.
Hi, Owen.
Hey, Owen.
It's so weird, wouldn't it? Yeah.
Hi, Andres.
I've never been to a math game before. This is the first one.
Yeah, mine
I
too.
hope it's fun.
Never even knew we did math games.
This is just because of pandemic.
Yeah, it's because of
Okay, let's give folks just another minute they're still trickling in.
There's 16 people here.
Hi, Mia. Good morning.
Hi. Just you're gonna say my name.
So Nigel, you can, I'm going to talk about the kind of paper we're going to use for this, but I'm thinking you're just going to watch mostly because part of what I'm going to show you, you're going to need a partner for. So you're going to want to do it with a parent or a sibling. So I have this paper posted in Google Classroom for you to print if you want, but it's just a square divided into 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 squares this way and 5 squares this way. So you can make this with a ruler very easily. So you don't have to necessarily be able to print this. You could make these squares super easy with your pencil and your ruler. And for right now, if you just want to watch, that's fine. You don't have to go gather materials right now. You can just watch and then you'll know what to do. And then I'll post everything in Google Classroom so you'll be able to review it later if you want a refresher on how to do it. Okay, looks like most everybody, well, we're still getting a couple more. Hi, Leo. Hi, Leo. Good morning.
Good morning.
Okay, so I'm going to have to move my camera so that you can see what I'm doing. You won't be able to see me anymore. Got a bunch of stuff here. Okay. So as I was just saying, in Google Classroom, you will have
We need like the paper for the math.
Okay. In Google Classroom, you will have a sheet like this that you can print, but you don't have to print it. You'll be able to draw these very easily with a ruler. Yeah. You guys all know how to use a ruler to make a square and then divide your square into 5 squares this way and 5 squares this way, and you'll have a grid. Okay? Now, before I go into how the game is played, let me talk to you about what the heck is a Tromino anyway. I'm betting you have heard of a domino, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yes.
let me draw.
I need to go get a ruler for you.
A domino is shaped like this,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Why don't you use the
That's two squares connected, okay?
Yes.
And a domino is an example of a polyomino. That's a fancy word. Poly, anybody recognize that prefix? Poly means,
Polygon.
yes,
7.
correct. Poly means many. So a polyomino is a polygon, Miles, made of a certain number of squares. So a polyomino just is made of some number of squares. We don't know what number. This one happens to be a domino, 2 squares. Okay? We are going to be working with Trominoes, 3 squares. And this reminded me right away of the group division with the stamp game. Because you know how when we're using a divisor of 3, and I always say you can make them in groups however you want, and sometimes you want to make them like this, and sometimes we want to make them like this, right? And sometimes we stack them. So this polyomino, these two are Trominoes because they are made out of 3 squares. And you can arrange your 3 squares in an L shape like this. That's an upside down L shape. Or an I shape like this. I should have turned my paper this way. Okay? You can make an L shape or an I shape. That's the rule. And we're going to be testing out a concept called tiling. And tiling is simply figuring out how to fill my square with those Trominoes, either the L shape or the I shape. So when you're working with a partner, and I'm going to pretend I have a partner, I'm going to use 2 colors. So I'm going to have a red person and a green person. Okay, but I'm going to play both. The first thing we have to do before we can start our game is to decide, we have to agree on whether we're going to use L shapes or I shapes. I think I'm going to start with L shapes.
Do you want me to draw this for you?
Hold on just a second. Gotta fiddle with something on my
Good everybody.
Okay. So then of course we have to, like with every game, we have to decide who's going first. I'm gonna go ahead and assume let my pink person go first. Okay. So my pink person can, oh, by the way, the object of the game is to be the last one to be able to put your Tromino on the board. So I'm gonna start with L shapes. So we're gonna agree, pink and green are going to agree that they're gonna use the L-shaped Trominoes. Pink is going to go first, and we're going to fill these. Now,
We need a 2 color.
it's okay to just watch. You don't have to try to do it exactly along with me. It's okay to just watch. So I chose to fill in that spot there. Now, if you didn't want to use markers, if you wanted to be able to use these game boards over and over, we could just take some little fiddly bits and put them in the squares.
I'm draw
Game tokens,
for you, huh?
beads, what have you, cereal, whatever you want, okay? All right, now it's green's turn. Let's see, I think green is gonna fill in these 3 here. Okay. And now it is Pink's turn again. And remember, you're trying to be the last
Just
one
need a 5, Mia. That's
still
why.
in the space.
No.
Oh, look at everybody.
Okay.
Really?
So now it's Green's turn.
Yes, I do. Would you like Mrs. Richardson?
And then Pink again. And I'm trying to prevent Green from getting another chance, right? It's
Yeah,
kind of
that's
like
not a
tic-tac-toe.
Look at
You want to block the opponent. And now guess what? Is there any room for Green to put in another one?
No.
No.
So Pink won.
Some. You missed.
Okay. So Pink won that time. Shall we do one with the eye-shaped Trominoes? Okay, let me pick some different colors here. Let me pick blue and yellow. Okay, so we're going to do eye-shaped ones here, and I think we'll let yellow go first. I'll start here.
Yeah.
And then blue, maybe here. And yellow, maybe here.
How about me? That's what I was doing.
Upside down T.
That's a teaspoon.
It is an upside down T.
No, that's so bad. Yeah, not me.
Look at blue just blocked off all of this because we can't use this anymore. Okay, blue,
Yellow wins.
go.
You don't need
Yellow wins. Yellow wins.
And oh,
Yellow
look, there's one more spot, so yellow's gonna win.
Yeah, yellow is
Okay,
Win. Yellow
So-
wins.
Yellow wins.
this could be played with a sibling, with a parent, but if you don't have a sibling or a parent that could play with you, let me show you how you could do it all by yourself. You're going to need lots of colors to do it all by yourself. Which way should I go? Should I use L-shaped Trominoes or I-shaped Trominoes? Okay, let me look at all of you quick. Raise your hand for L. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, L it is. All right.
Come on.
So if you're doing this as a one-person activity, then every time you do it, you're going to use a different color. So this is going to be very colorful. Let's see, maybe now you're challenging yourself to see if you can fill all of the squares using just those L-shaped Trominoes.
And there is definitely a combination that you can't do that.
Orange,
yellow, blue, and green. Blue again. Or is this
darker blue purple.
Time.
I don't think I have enough colors, so I'm going to have to repeat a couple of my colors.
No, I don't. There's not enough gonna do it. Not gonna do it. One's gonna be. There's not enough.
Not quite, but I only had one left. Not too bad. I wonder if I could have done better with the eye-shaped ones.
Yeah, do it. Both of them.
I'll tell you what, I'm going to leave that for you to try. But I want to talk to you a little bit about how this helps us with math. So let me fix my camera again.
Hello.
So again,
Hello.
okay, so why is this a math game? Well,
You
I
switch
mean,
to
I'm going to go ahead and mute folks for this part. So anytime we are doing work with something like this, I immediately think about our work in area. And many of you, not all the first graders, but many of the second and third graders have had our work in area. So what we're really doing by filling in the squares is we're doing something called tiling. And that's what happens when in math, we try to see how we can fill a larger shape with smaller shapes. That concept is called tiling. You will see that in a lot of math as you get older. And what we're working on spatial relationships with this work. We're working on things like area, perimeter, ratio. What happens if you flip? I had to flip some of my L's and I turned some of my L's. So having to think about those things is all preparing your brain for some really important math. Games like this help you make sense of problems. They help teach you how to persevere. Does anybody know what persevere means? What does that mean to persevere? Leo.
I did not know about persevere, but I had a question for you.
Okay, go for it.
I don't know what this means. Because I tried counting mine and then they look pink and green look the same and I don't know how to play it.
Okay, so I'll include some more instructions so that you can practice at home, maybe with mom or dad. Okay?
There are instructions at the bottom of the page.
Yeah, have mom and dad help you, Leo, and I bet it'll work out just great. Ada, do you know what persevere means?
It means to keep going, like,
Yes. So when we do math, and the older you get, the harder the math gets, it's important to have that muscle built very, very strongly, where you see a problem in front of you, but you know how to keep trying. And games like this are a great way to train that muscle, okay? So, any questions before I let you go practice on your own? Danny.
It's like, will it be out? Like, do you know when it's going to be out? Is it going to be out today?
I've already posted this paper.
Oh.
It's already up there. And then once I finish this, I will upload the video so you could watch me do it again if you want. Gavin, did you make your own already?
I was waiting.
Nice.
I made a grid.
Yeah, that's great. And then I'll probably type up some more clear instructions and add that to the Google Classroom. So the paper's already there, Danny, and the rest of it will be up as soon as I get it done. Okay?
Okay.
I'll try to do it today.
Tracy Fortun.
Kaya, did you have a question?
No.
I'll say.
No? Okay. I thought I saw your hand up. Sorry. Nice, Nora. Way to go. Somebody said my name. Who was that?
It was me. Nigel.
It was Nigel. Okay, I can't see you, Nigel. Okay, where's your hand up? What's up?
Can we do this? I was gonna say earlier, can we do this online or something like
With
that?
friends? What a good idea.
Okay.
What a great idea.
Mhm.
Yeah, that sounds like a fun way to use your Zoom meetings.
My grandmother can color online, so I wonder if we can do that. We can set it up so that we can actually figure out it's at online.
If you ask a mom or a dad for help, I would bet you, I haven't seen one, but I'll bet you there's an online version of this game. I'll bet you there is. But you'll need a mom or dad to help you search for that, okay?
Okay.
remember, if you don't want to use tons and tons of paper, because you're going to want to do lots of these, then can I show you something real quick? Let me just grab something I forgot to get.
Yeah.
You can't. You cannot make 25 out of 3s. I refuse to. I refuse to think about it.
You could,
No, it's the only way to make sense.
Seriously, you cannot make 25 out of 3s.
I have these game tokens that I just got out of a board game. So you could use those. Now this wouldn't work online, of course, but with a friend at home or with your mom or a sibling at home, you could put the game tokens on the paper to represent your spot instead of coloring. You could use Legos to mark your spot, especially these square-shaped ones. I know you guys have tons of Legos.
Those ones
So you could use these to mark your spot. Hey, you could make this game out of Legos. Completely out of Legos if you have a lot of these. Couldn't you?
Nice.
I know what.
I have
You could use
tons
buttons.
of Legos.
It's that game board.
If
could
you've
use
got a
like
lot of
millions.
buttons in 2 different
Cereal.
colors, you could use buttons to mark your spot.
You can use cereal.
You could use
Yummy
or
cereal.
M&Ms
I
or
said
something like that.
Oh, and then when you're
Make sure
done, you
it's
can
okay with
eat the cereal.
yummy.
Do you guys feel like you have what you need to go practice this now?
I came a little late.
That's
I
okay.
didn't hear anything.
It's all going to be up on Google Classroom, and you're going to catch on very quickly. Don't worry.
I've already been
Okay. Yes,
studying.
Eva?
You could analyze it.
You could analyze it. Sure. I think we're doing a lot of analysis when we do work like this. Andres, looks good. Hey guys, this was fun. I'm glad it worked out. Zoom cooperated with us. So I will get busy posting the video and some more instructions for you, and you can get busy having fun with your Trominoes.
Bye.
Nice, Faith.
Bye. Thank
Thanks
you.
for joining me. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye. Bye, everyone. Bye.
Bye, everybody.
Bye. Bye.
Bye, everybody.